We got a new law in Arizona, and it's two of my favorite things. You'll never guess.
Mm.
So, the governor, Katie Hobbs of Arizona, has just signed a law, and it's called the Arizona Healthy Schools Act, and it is going to ban ultra processed foods from their public schools, including foods not only served at school meals, but foods sold in vending machines or by third party vendors. Okay.
Okay.
And
Yep.
this is expected to take place not this year, but starting in the 2026 to 27 school year. So they got a
Mhm.
year to clean up their act. Now you
Okay.
may be wondering, why would I love this so much? Here is what they are defining as ultra processed foods. They are any food or any beverage containing the following: potassium bromate, propylopoparaben, I'm pretty sure I didn't nail that one,
Propylparaben.
titanium dioxide,
Yep.
brominated vegetable oil, yellow dye 5, yellow dye 6, blue dye 1, blue dye 2, green dye 3, red dye 3, and red dye 4. So basically, if it has any of these additives that include synthetic dyes and additives, it's considered ultra processed. Well, I want to tell you, hey, Arizona, you forgot what ultra processed actually means.
Did they know to begin with is the real question.
Yes. But so it is worth noting that red dye 3 and BVO are no longer permitted for use in foods at a federal level. So that one didn't really make much difference. There's also other states that are basically doing the same bill. But
Right.
here's the key problem. Okay. The focus on these are on the dyes. Okay. Now, first, not all not all ultra processed foods have dyes.
Right.
Okay, there are actually plenty of ultra processed foods that have natural food coloring. Okay, just go look at any organic aisle, you'll find them.
Yeah.
Then the other problem here is that most schools today already serve cereals with natural dyes. Okay,
Yeah.
so how is that going to make school breakfast better when they're still eating the dye free, or it's not dye free, it's natural dye tricks and Lucky Charms, because the cereal that my kids bring home from school, it's dye free.
Yeah.
I mean, it's synthetic dye free, I should say. It has natural dyes in it. But so that's not going to make my kids or the kids in Arizona start eating better foods. They're still going to be eating ultra processed crap.
Yep.
All they're doing is just, you see what I mean? It's confusing. It's like, and then to call this bill Healthy Schools Act. No, in reality, we're just going to make it a not so brightly colored school
Yeah.
as far as the foods. That's it. That's all we're
Cat
doing. And
khaki lunch. Enjoy.
yeah, here's your browns and your oranges, I mean, because at the end of the day, if you are serving some of the food that I see at schools in the
Yeah.
lunchroom, trust me, it's all ultra processed. I mean, it's insanity what we serve, but yet you're going to take those synthetic dyes out, but they're still going to serve the same ultra processed crap.
Yeah.
Taking the dyes out doesn't make it not ultra processed
It's
anymore.
interesting. So, like a few years ago, when they changed the regulations on food and they eliminated or reduced or removed as much sugar and salt as possible from all school
Yep.
lunches, and fats, high level fats and things like that. So they moved to like light dressings, and a lot of food was actually still made from scratch. Some things were purchased and were already ready to go, like everybody's favorite, the square pizza. So, but we had things like mac and cheese from scratch, and like there was a lot of care taken into these meals. But then they changed the regulations to exclude salt, sugar, fats, butter, regular butter. So now it's margarine instead. And because the regulations got so strict that they actually moved to more processed foods. So we're talking already
Frozen
frozen
frozen things
chicken
and mac and
tenders,
cheese.
frozen pita bread, like the pita bread comes frozen. Like and it's all pre-prepared because they can control how much salt and what the content of those things are because they're mass produced, and it's no longer handled on the kitchen side of things. It's handled on the back end from the manufacturer.
And the companies that make those specific frozen foods for schools
Hmm.
usually have contracts to where the schools can only purchase from them. So
Hmm.
then, it's not it's kind of like an all or nothing. You either get all of your foods from us or you get none of them. And if you only have so many choices that will hit the regulations, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, I've
So,
seen them change those different suppliers before, but at the end of the day, it's actually all done through the Department of Defense contracts.
yeah, it's
Yep.
ridiculous. So, Arizona, do better. So, let us know down below. Do you think that removing artificial dyes from school food is going to stop kids from eating ultra processed foods? Because I got to know. Let us know down below.